Hey, welcome to another episode of Ian Stewart Cycles. I'm going to try to cycle today. Not try, I am going to cycle. So, I don't know if you guys know, but when you live in suburbia, there's a rule of thumb, is that the right word? That says generally everything that you need is in with 3 to 5 miles, right? Of what you need. And if people could just get out of cars and walk or bike, it'd be so much easier for the environment, for your health, etc. So I live in suburbia and I need to run a couple errands, and I really don't feel like getting in my car because it's a really nice day. Look at that, all the green. And I have a couple of bikes. One of them is a bike packing bike. It was a mountain bike. It was a commuter bike for a long time. I've converted it into a backpacking-ish bike. So I need to take a look at it, and I'm gonna put my panniers on it and run a couple errands. The only problem with running a couple errands though is that the streets, we have some bike lanes where I live in Chesterfield County. Some are connected, some are not. I have to go to Costco to get coffee because it's cheaper. And the Kirkland brand is not too bad. So I'm gonna check out my bike. I also need to run to another store to pick up some dog food. And it's less than 5 miles. So it's an easy thing. So let's go into the vault, shall we? Pardon the door. This is my scary bike shop, crawl space. So there's my regular bike. So here's the vault filled with crap. My kids are now older. Here's my bike vault. I have a friend's bike who I'm watching it. There's my regular bike. But my other one that I ride, my Gary Fisher Hoo is, no, not that one. Here it is right here. I need to check it out. So I need to do some movement here, check the tires, all that stuff, and we'll do that in just a second. So here is Gary Fisher, Hoo. I rode from San Francisco to LA twice on this baby. I had knobbies on for training, and then I switched to slicks, and man, was it so much better. So I could already tell that the tires, this actually has some air, a little bit, but the tires need some air because they've been sitting here. And a quick wipe down. So I'll tell you about this bike. It is such a workhorse, this one back here. I need better filming if I'm going to keep doing this, right? It is such a workhorse that I've hardly had to change anything. I've changed like a cable, a brake cable, and tires. I should probably change the chain. I bought this not new when it came out. It's like mid-90s. I bought it, it was marked down, so it was still new. It wasn't used or anything. But I bought it, basically when it came out. And I love it. It is such fun to ride. So I'm going to check the tires and do all that stuff because I'm not going to pump up tires in front of you. That'll be boring, right? So stay tuned once I get it outside and I get it all situated up, and we'll go for a quick ride around suburbia. Okay, 20 minutes later. You got a lot to do before you get ready. So I got the bike ready. I got sunblock on. I got locks. I have a cool helmet on. I like the casual vibe when I get to ride this bike. Not that I could not wear this when I ride my other bike, but just a different vibe. So let me show you what I've done. All right, so there's the panniers. I probably don't need both of them because I'm just getting dog food and I think some laundry soap, but I put my seat on it because I keep that seat inside. I got some water. I put a cool light up front. I got a light out back. Again, literally just going, less than 5 miles. So and I got my phone jack, phone holder thingy, so I can play music as well. So and there's my car, which is still cool, but why drive when you could ride your bike? My phone says driving is on. Oh, I have to go up this big ass hill in my neighborhood. So thank God I have my mountain bike, granny gears, all the way, man, all the way. So I'm sure you love seeing me struggling up this hill, which I don't have my
average speed 8.4 miles
8.4. So I don't know what the grade is on it. I used to, but it's an annoying way to get out of my neighborhood. But I will say that one thing I don't ride without, bike shorts. I have them on underneath my regular shorts. It's a really nice day, warmer than yesterday, which was perfect. Whew. So I have 3 rings. Here comes a car. Oh, Jesus. So I have 3 rings. I'm in the smallest, number 1, and the 2nd gear. That's all right. I don't care. Oh shit. My foot is kicking the bag. All right. I'm going to show you a couple iffy sections about why it's annoying to ride in suburbia and why we need more better infrastructure. So part of the problem with suburbia is this road outside my annoying subdivision. It's a 2-lane road. It gets crowded. I'll pull over sometimes, but it's midday, so I don't feel like it's going to be that big of a deal. But here's a look. So a lot of cars the other way behind me as well. So I'll wait a moment. And the annoying thing too is that I can't hold my camera and ride because that's dangerous. Holy crap, the pollen. All right, so now I'm on Courthouse. Here in this section, 6 lanes. Oh boy, but I'm in a bike lane, so you know, the paint will save me. So it helps, but you know, they could do more. A while ago, VDOT put out a plan, or a survey I should say, asking residents for this stretch of road on Courthouse what they'd like to see. Protected bike lanes, crosswalks, sidewalks, more stops, you name it. Guess what? I filled it out. And I said, yes, slow the traffic down. Speed is 45 miles per hour. But you know, people are going faster. So I wish I could show you where I'm going. But it's just a bike lane. It's so nice out. All right, more in a minute. All right, so here's part of the bike lane, and there's Courthouse. So part of the deal, when you want to bike places in suburbia, you need to know sort of the shortcuts. So this one goes all the way to Midlothian Turnpike, which is a super ass, another mega, strode. And then it ends and goes to Chesterfield Town Center. But they also put in a bike lane at this light, but I don't need to ride that right now because where I'm going. But I'll show you part of it, okay? So let's go. It's a side street. This is why I can hold the phone, because it's a side street. Industrial. They call this light industrial, by the way. So, insurance places. People hanging out in their cars, I guess for lunch. You can smell the smoke. It's exciting. Big campers are always there. So, this road up here, the county was nice enough to put in a two-way bike lane. So one on each side is what I mean. On south side, it's called. And which helps. I've used it to go ride my bike to the auto parts store. It's a shortcut, so I'm gonna stop. So there's the bike lane. It's really nice. I cut it down from 4 lanes to 2, but let's cross. I know, don't be scared. All right. So,
Account resumed.
again, you need to take shortcuts. Now, one of my stores that I need to go to after Costco to get the coffee is Target. They're the only place that has my dog's dog food, if you can believe it. Look, there's RL. All right, so here's the shortcut that I'm talking about, which I hope this car sees me. Think they see me? Look, she's looking the other way. Not even looking towards traffic. So this right here, if you're familiar with my mechanics of transportation, was where I took a picture of the burned car. This used to be a U-Crops, but now it's been empty for flippin' years, and yet they build more stuff. Look at the waste of space with this parking lots in Virginia, which they probably do this other places too. But they tell you the secret is that they don't like to connect them. So there's the Habit. That's from Santa Barbara. That's the back of the thrift store. So there's the light up ahead, right? The light only goes to this other strip mall where Verizon is. And there's the driveway. So they don't connect them. So it's really annoying. And hey, you see that GRTC bus? That's a new thing. It's great that they have that. So there's a light I need, which I just missed. So cars can't go through that way if they want to, you know, maybe go over there. It's so annoying. So I'm going to cross here. I'm going to stop and put the phone down for a little bit and see you in a minute. So I got to cross. I'm on what's called Mall Drive because it's next to the mall. And now I got to rush and meet the light right here. So, which heads to Costco. I'm taking over the right turn lane, and I just made the light. And you know, getting into Costco is not fun. They build sidewalks here, which is great. But do they have crosswalks? No. It's part of their rule when they build stuff. So I'm going to go in the first driveway, use my hand signal when I'm turning. All right, so now go to Costco. $10 says they don't have a bike rack, because why would they? You know. But yeah, here we are at Costco. Lock up the bike. Cool, huh? All right, I'm gonna park it. All right, so I have nothing to lock it to. There might be one outside, one guy said, which I'm just gonna put it here in the corner. I think people are fine. I'm only going in for one thing. Yeah, so fabulous Costco. Let's go. I gotta get my card out. Cool. All right. The good thing about going to Costco with not that much stuff is that you can't grab as much stuff. And by the way, less than 3 miles here. So, you know, why wouldn't I ride my bike? Where is it? Oh, there's Pete's, but where's, shoot. So that couple right there that I just passed was also looking for the same coffee I was, which is the Kirkland Dark Roast, which is not there. I wonder if it has to do with any tariffs. Who knows? Major disappointment. They don't have the Starbucks anymore, which is fine because it was expensive. They don't have the Kirkland Dark Roast. They have like a medium roast. So I've had this before, but same price as the Kirkland. It's a Tuesday afternoon and it's crowded like it's the weekend. Oh well, you know, it happens. Look, Seriously. Good thing I came for one thing. Yeah. Anyways, see you in a minute. And there it is. Time to go. All right, now it's trying to get out of here. Oh, crap, I forgot I wanted to raise my seat. This is where bikes come in handy because I could go around people that are clueless. Oh, look, a cyber truck. Oh boy. All right, let's, I gotta adjust a couple things. I think. Like the seat. Now the bag, because my back foot is kicking part of the bag. Yeah. But, you know, super quick. Let's stop for a minute just to see. So this is where it becomes tricky. Because I literally need to go less than a mile to Target. So I'm going to have to cross and I'm going to cut through Home Depot because it goes right there. But there's a shitload of cars that I have to wait for. I did. Because there's no bike infrastructure for me to cross the street. So I had to cross in the middle. Then I'm going to cut through the Home Depot parking lot because it goes right across to Target. I'm putting my turn signal on. Fun. I know you'd rather see the road. See how much I'll cut. I'm sure this is boring. Maybe. It's much cooler to see the road. Alright, so at Target, literally less than a mile from Costco. Still less than 5 miles from my house. And of course I don't see a bike rack. So here I do want to take care to lock it up. And I just remembered I probably should have driven because I need to get my son from school. Oh boy. All right, let's figure out where I could lock this up. Ow. So no bike rack, so I walked in with my bike and grabbed what I needed to grab because why not? So here's my bike. Yeah, you know, I'll put the dog food in the bag and the laundry detergent where I need to, but now on the way home. And I told my son to walk to the library. Why not? Because he can do it. All right. Done and dusted at Target. Shouldn't take that long, but I had a phone call for my job of being a reporter, and I got to take calls wherever. And I texted my son, "Hey, can you walk to the library?" He's like, "Sure, no problem. It's a nice day out." So now we get to go home, which again I'll have part of a bike lane on Courthouse until I hit my street, which does not have a bike lane. It's a 2-lane annoying road, as you've seen. But this just goes to show you why infrastructure is important. Literally, you know, 5 miles there and back roughly, and I should be able to ride my bike to get stuff when I'm in Suburbia instead of using my car. So, you know, not everyone's gonna bike either, like I do. So, but it's all right. Tons of people do it. If more people do it, then maybe they'll build better bike infrastructure, so more people will do it. Because the key is that you have to feel safe. And because I bike all the time, I kind of know what to look out for. So other people may not do it. So if I had a magic wand or a superpower, I would build infrastructure and say, point my finger, twinkle my nose and say, there goes a bike lane. There goes a multi-use path. Protected bike lane. you know, so people could get around a lot easier than having to drive. You know, watching out for jacked up forerunners. Anyways, I'll see you when I get home. Back at home. Less than 3 miles to get home from Target. So, you know, what, under 10 miles there and back to get a couple of things. Easy. Just have to deal with the stupid cars. But, you know, anyways, you should try it if you can ever get out in your own neighborhood and try to go someplace close. If you can, figure out the way to get there that's safe for you. For Ian Stewart Cycles. Hey, that's me. I'm Ian Stewart. Thanks for tagging along.